A 3-year-old girl born with only half a face, was disowned by most of her family for her disfigured appearance. Darina has no lips or chin, but mother Elena Spengler says most of her family have disowned the child, because they are ashamed of her. The 46-year-old has given up her job to care for the girl who is now undergoing long, complex and expensive treatment which will take years. The heartbreaking prejudice against the child has been so severe that she and husband Yuri have moved from their own village to avoid family and former friends. Elena, from the Krasnoyarsk region of Siberia, said, "Darina does not have lips. Her mouth is constantly open and all the time in blood. Only my sister supported me, all other relatives just stopped any communication with us. My brothers, their children, my husband's mother, nobody wanted to accept Darina. But the mom refuses to hide Darina away, just as she rejected advice from medics at her maternity hospital to quietly give up the child who would then disappear into Russia's grim orphanage system," the Siberian Times reports. "We do not hide Darina from people," she said defiantly. "We take her everywhere with us. Can you imagine, we go into the shop, see our own relatives, and they immediately go out, asking their children not to look at us?" Their relatives even informed police she and her husband had damaged Darina's mouth themselves. "I got a call from the police. They demanded explanations. Our surgeons were shocked to hear all this. Of course, it will be sorted very soon, but we are so nervous. And we need all our powers to help Darina. We need to raise and support her, she has a lot to overcome." Surgeon Orest Topolnitsky, who operated on Darina, condemned the heartless attitudes. "This girl is now in our hospital. It is a very rare case," he said. "Many charity funds refused to help, saying that she would die soon anyway. We took a risk and operated her as a part of the free government insurance. But the girl needs more surgeries. We have done the first and the most difficult one. It was risky, because the child is very small, any bleeding is a threat for her. We know that this family has problems with relatives who have not loved this girl from the very beginning. Some people have no hearts, it is so shocking." Elena admitted that when Darina was born early, at 7 months, she was so shocked that she lost consciousness. "I soon realized that something was wrong," she recalls of the moments after she gave birth. "The doctors were worried and started calling somewhere. The baby was wrapped and I did not see her properly. A bit later I begged them to show me my daughter. The nurse looked at me and asked, 'Are you ready to see it? She is in an incubator.' I went close and looked, and saw this wide open mouth. I fell into darkness, and lost consciousness. I was taken to intensive care where the doctors suggested I leave the baby in the hospital. But I strongly refused." Yuri was recovering from a car crash in another hospital. When he finally saw the baby, he fell in love with her straight away. His face did not change when he saw Darina. He said to me, "She is ours, our girl." "The truth is this trouble has only brought us together," Elena said. It has been agony for her feeling her daughter's pain, and she says medics failed to support her. Elena said, "The doctors did not help me to take care of my child. It is so horrible when you see a crippled and crying baby and you are unable to help. The child has a serious genetic failure, with 8 mutations in her body, and being shunned by the community made life even harder for the family." Elena added, "We did not want such a war with relatives. Only our adult children and their families support us and love Darina." They confessed that at first it was hard to look at her, but now they got used to it and support us. "My husband Yuri does not feel ashamed either. He takes Darina everywhere. People told us to put a mask on her, but he replied, 'If you don't want, don't look at her, but we accept her the way she is.' Darina was not allowed to join a kindergarten, because the other children would be scared, they were told." Elena said, "Instead, social services sent 2 teachers to come to Darina once a week. She is such a sociable girl. We have bought lots of toys for her, but nothing can replace friends." The couple have raised funds to pay for medical treatment in Moscow, where Elena has been told she will face major surgery every 2 years. Darina is recovering after the first successful surgery, after doctors sewed her mouth and made it smaller. They plan to make lips for her, and to grow bones and muscles for her chin.